Good morning. I had a video request. A gentleman wanted me to do a review on this truck, so I'll tell you my thoughts. This is a 2007 Ford F-250 with the 6-liter diesel in it. I might refer to it as the 6 Blow. Now, I'm not a diesel mechanic, and I don't know all the ins and outs of diesels or this truck. So if I say something wrong, let me know. But I'll tell you what I know about it and my thoughts on this truck in particular. If I could get the hood to open, here we go. So under all that mess of stuff is a 6-liter diesel. I'm not sure what the trucks make stock. I think it's like upper 300s, maybe 400. I really have no idea. I've never dynoed this truck, but I was told by the previous owner that this one in particular, on the specific tune that it's on, makes around 450, something around that number, which sounds about accurate. You know, when driving it around, it feels like it's about 450 horsepower. It doesn't have all the power in the world, but it has enough power for me to have fun with and tow some basic loads of hay and that sort of thing. The big thing about this particular truck is the turbo in here. This is not a stock turbo. This is a Titan 9-blade turbo. I actually don't know the dimensions on it. The guy before me put it in, so I couldn't tell you what the dimensions or the millimeters are on it. All I know is that's a 9-blade and it sounds pretty sick. A couple other various things that have been done to it. It has been studded. It has been deleted. The EGR is deleted off of this thing, so I don't have any of those stupid EGR cooler problems. Now, on a true bulletproof diesel, I believe it's studded, new head gaskets, and I think there's the bulletproof EGR cooler and a few other bulletproof parts. So I don't think this is necessarily classified as a true bulletproof truck, but it has been deleted, studded, with new head gaskets and that sort of thing. That was all done by the previous owner. While I own this truck, I put new standpipes and dummy plugs in. I had to redo the injector solenoids. The previous owner had put in some Warren remans and the solenoids went out on them, so I had to redo that. I put a new Fickum in this thing, and there's some other things that I can't really think of, but did some engine work to it. It did cost some money. I'm not a diesel mechanic. I have no idea what I'm doing with this stuff, so I took it to a diesel shop, and that stuff gets expensive. I personally don't have the desire to really tear into this truck like this. If it was like a project truck or my second vehicle, sure, but with this being my daily and stuff and something that I need to be running, I just don't have the time to work on it. Give it granted that I have 1,000 other things to do at the same time, so I just hired it out. But with that being said, that is one of the reasons that I am selling this truck. I've owned the truck for about a year. I put about 11,000 miles on it. I have loved the truck. The only thing I've hated about it is just how expensive like diesel bills are. And it is not something that I want to continue for a long time. The second reason I'm selling the truck is it's an extended cab and I would like to have a crew cab. The extended cab, it's okay. You know, my back seat is honestly full of stuff, but I do clean it up and pull the seats down if I have to. I'm getting married here and I would like something that actually has a little more space in the truck, and that's, yeah, another reason I'm selling it. So when you add all the diesel bills that a diesel truck has, the increased maintenance costs and that sort of thing, and the crew cab, I kind of got to ask myself, yeah, I'm not sure if this is a truck that I want to keep long term. Someday down the road, I will definitely buy another diesel because I love diesels. I like the power they make. I like the fuel efficiency when they're towing and that sort of thing. But this is just not the truck that I need to have long term. As far as reliability on this truck, I would put it in the middle of the pack. I read a lot of forums and I listen to a lot of other guys who have these trucks, and I've heard stories of guys trucks going 300,000-400,000 miles no problem. I've also heard of stories of guys putting a new set of injectors in, the truck grenades itself. So it's all over the board. This particular one, I would put it middle of the pack. It never let me die or sit on the side of the road. I had one time where I was driving it and the number 7 injector solenoid cut out, so it was running rough. So I turned around and drove it home, but I was never in a position where I could not drive the truck. So as far as the 6.0 goes, I think that's a win. Granted, I only drove it for 10,000 miles, so who knows what the next 10, 20, 30, 100,000 miles look like on this truck. These trucks, they're still supposed to be good trucks. The drivetrain's good. It's got a built trans in it. The frame is good. The suspension's good. The body's good. So in that aspect, it's got a lot of life in it. And as long as the motor holds up, it have plenty more life in it as well. With that being said, I'm going to quit blabbing about it. I'm just going to let you guys hear it for a little bit, show some videos of it running, and that'll be it. Anyway, turn it on. I let it buzz, let the fuel pump run, let the glow plugs do their thing, and we'll turn the key. Anyway, this truck's been good, has no blow by. Just time to move on and get something different. I'm looking for a Chevy or GMC, earlier years, early 2000s, something with the LS in it. Probably 6 liter, something that can tow. Fuel economy, I know it's gonna be pretty crappy actually, but this thing, not really any better. It gets 15 miles a gallon, but I'm paying $4 a gallon right now here in southeastern PA. So that's where I'm at with this truck. Time to sell it, time to move on, and been fun while it lasted.